everyone, it's Michelle from A Noble Touch, and I wanted to show you this paintable wallpaper that I had purchased. I had put it up last year. I had two pieces though that ended up shrinking up on me, and so I ripped them off. What I couldn't find online I just followed the directions on the paper. What I recommend is when you're putting this up, you want to make sure you prime your walls, meaning you're going to sand your walls so you rough them up so the wallpaper has something to adhere to or grip to. And then I used I tried the wallpaper paste that they suggested, and it didn't work. So what I ended up doing is just getting sizing from the local hardware for wallpaper. And so you want to rough up the wall, put the sizing on the wall and the wallpaper, and then go ahead and put it on. It is an embossed wallpaper. It's a paintable wallpaper. It's called Egon Paintable Wallpaper. I got this from Home Depot, and I mean, I love it. I love the look of it. It's beautiful. It's easy to go up. It's very forgiving. If you accidentally tear a piece, you can just put it back on, paste it back on, or, with the tear, you're not even going to see it, especially when you paint it. But anyway, like I said, I did have two pieces just curl right up on me, and I was so devastated. So I just ripped them off and then sanded the wall, because I did not sand the wall prior to these two pieces. And it was kind of a learning as I go experience. So I hope this helps you out. If you buy this wallpaper, please make sure you sand your wall first, rough it up, and then size it, and then, size your wallpaper and then hang it. But like I said, it's very forgiving. You can move it around fairly easy. This has been up for 2 weeks now and looks good. It doesn't look like it's pulling or coming off, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and paint. I was getting, I'm also going to show you because this reminds me of the pressed tin. So I wanted to do like it's a painted but like rusty or coming, the tin's coming through the paint look. What you're going to need is a foam mini roller. I have that right here. The foam gets in the embossed paper, because of course it's raised, and I'm going to show you how to do the kind of the pressed tin or the distressed tin coming out of the paint look. I looked forever and couldn't find anything online for this wallpaper, so I thought, I'm replacing two pieces here, so I'm gonna videotape it quick and show you what to do. So we'll get started. I'm going to paint this with a Georgian Ivory is the color I'm going with. It is a semi-gloss Glidden premium paint that I'm going to use. Also purchased from Home Depot. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the painting, and then we'll be back. So you can see how nice this goes on, especially with this foam paint roller. So we're just going to do one coat with this and make sure we hit all the spots fairly decent. So then we're going to finish this up, and once this dries, which it dries fairly quick too. It dries fairly quick on this. And so once this is dried, we'll come back and distress the emboss section. Okay, so now our paint's dried here, and what we're going to do is take a washcloth, wet it, squeeze it out, put it in a plastic bag. And what I'm going to do first is do some gray. I have some gray, I think it's called gray metal wolf paint. It's a Glidden color. And I'm going to dip it in the paint, and then I'm blatting it on my cardboard down here on the ground. And then I'm just going to hit, just kind of hit on your thing to give it like a metal look coming through. And if you get too much, you can just re-blot it and it will come off again. So I'm just gonna go around and keep doing this on the rest of the wall. And then we're gonna come back and do a blue and then a brown or coppery color as well to just make it look like a rusted tin look coming out of the ivory paint. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. Okay, so we finished with the gray. I'm going to try to zoom in here for you. Oh, I guess that is zoomed in. Or zoom out, I should say. So you can see, you know, some spots are heavy, some spots are lighter. It doesn't matter, you know, because it's going to be different when you see a rusted piece of tin come out. So you're going to have different, you know, spots. Can be lighter and darker. Again, if you get too much, you can just blot it, keep blotting it with the plastic bag. So now what we're going to do is do the blue, and this is Sailing Blue Sea. It's another glitting color. So you want to get a new bag, dip it in, make sure you blot your paint. I'm blotting it, like I said, I've got a piece of cardboard down here. I'm just blotting it on. And again, you're just gonna go and just hit. And I'm doing blue because I have blue in my living room. So, and this you can do, like I said, lighter, or I'm gonna actually take the air, put it out of the bag a little bit more. And then blot it. Because I don't want to hit too much, but like I said, if you do, and that's one good thing about this wallpaper, if you don't like it, paint over it. And like I said, the blue, this just brings some added color into it to go with my room. Just hit here and there. So we're going to go ahead and finish this wall. And you don't need a lot of paint for this. I mean, this is just maybe a half a cup of paint that we're using for the blotting for the two panels I have here. So you don't need a gallon paint to do this. The brown, I just used one of the acrylics tubes, and I have some left over after I'm done with that. So that just should tell you how little you need for paint for the blotting here. So, okay, so we're going to finish the blue, and we'll be back with the brown. Okay, so I got the blue done, and now I've got a copper metallic, and it's just the acrylic paint from Folk Art. It's a lot cheaper to buy just a little tube of that instead of buying a can from Home Depot or something of metallic paint. So again, we're just gonna go lightly over, bring some of the copper in, maybe make it look a little rusted. And again, just gonna put it on, blot it. And this pulls in the brown that I have in my furniture and into the room. So then I'm just gonna finish this up, and then I will take a picture of the whole wall.